In my office, I work with 10 other people, plus the boss's 2 dogs, Kizzy and Wilbur. I'm not good with names and faces, and I've always been that way, so I'm going to put my engineering prowess to the test and train an AI model to help me.
There should be a better way.
There's not. To do this, I need data. Thousands of images that I can use to train a vision model. Now, 10 seconds into this video, I'm already stuck, right? Because my workmates don't want me collecting thousands of images of them. Completely not understandable, yeah? It was at this point that I had a stroke of genius. The boss, he spends all day not doing work, but snapping pictures of Kizzy and Wilbur, and it's led to one of the largest collations of data that I've ever laid my eyes on, and if I could just tap into it, I could train a doggy classifier. My objective is this: create a vision AI model that can tell me if I'm looking at Kizzy or at Wilbur. Let me tell you how I'm going to do it. I'm going to collate and create a data set with 3 classes, right? Kizzy, Wilbur, or neither. On from that, I'm going to train and test an image classification model using Edge Impulse. Finally, I'm going to deploy that model to an Arduino Nikola Vision. I'm going to test it, and I'm going to share everything that I learned with you. Okay, let's go. By the way, hosting a webinar on this date where you and I can hang out and we can train one of these classification models ourselves. It's free. You don't need any hardware. It's fun. You won't regret coming. It's educational. The sign-up link down there. I have 3 classes. One contains Kizzy, the other one Wilbur, and the third one has pictures of everything that isn't the 2 dogs. This last class, it includes pictures of the other dog, of the ipXchange headquarters, of my backyard, of London, of stairs, of everything, right? As much as you have to teach the model who the dogs are, you have to teach them what the dogs aren't. I'm going to need a lot of photos, right? But how much is a lot?
A few hundred photos of each dog would be enough.
Okay, I collated 200 plus photos of each dog from my infinite data source and 300 of what the dogs aren't. And just tell me this isn't the cutest little data set you've ever laid your eyes on. For my next trick, I will take these images and turn them into an ML model, right? This magician, that's me, has no secrets. Peek behind the curtain. I'm using a machine learning platform called Edge Impulse, and I'm just gonna use the free version, right? I create a new project and I name it. I've already got data, so I go add existing data, upload data, and I select the folders containing the data. I'm gonna label it accordingly, upload it, and do that for my other 2 classes as well. Go ahead, press Create Impulse.
What's an impulse?
An impulse is pretty much a sequence of data processing steps, right? It's a machine learning pipeline that will intake my images, yeah? It's gonna output a quantized machine learning model that I can run on my Edge hardware.
Nice, cool.
This first block is gonna downscale my images and make them all square. The block after is gonna pre-process and normalize them, and then they are fed through a transfer learning block. Now that's going to extract features from the images that it can use to classify Kizzy or Wilbur. Or at least that's the plan. Save your impulse. Press Image, Save Parameters, and let's generate some features. Features are going to help the algorithm detect the dogs. Now, we humans will never know what these clankers are seeing in these features, but for the dogs, it could be that they are dog-shaped or dog-colored or dog-textured or dog-sized. We don't know. It does. Let's get training. Just messing with you for the video's sake. Let's get training. A neural network this time. We'll choose a model optimized for my hardware. I'm using a Nikola Vision, so I'm going to choose MobileNet V1 96x96 0.1 model because of my device's memory constraint. I'm going to up the number of training cycles and I'll up the learning rate because I'm here for a good time, not a long time, yeah? Tick the data augmentation button and that's going to help us against overfitting, and I think we are good to go. Let's train. Machine learning is hard, there's no debate, and if you're going to do it from scratch, tools like Edge Impulse make the barrier to entry a hell of a lot lower. It means you don't have to have taken any university or PhD level ML classes to implement AI on your devices. You still have to use your intuition. You've got to be smart about it, and if you give it garbage in, it will surely give you garbage out. That isn't the accuracy I was hoping for. Only 46% of the time, my model is seeing a photo of Wilbur and actually classifying it as Wilbur. I'm going to change some stuff around and rerun it. I have been pulling my hair out because I cannot seem to get this above 63% accuracy. And the model never seems to be able to discern Wilbur correctly. So remember what I said about garbage in, garbage out? As it would turn out, I've been force-feeding Edge Impulse garbage, right, in a couple of different ways. My biggest issue is that I've got a small data set, and a too big a portion of that data set is overly difficult, right? What do I mean by that? Images like this, right, where the dog is obstructed or in crazy lighting, or images from when they were puppies. I mean, that's not even the dog I'm training on, or like, what the hell is this? For a small data set, we can't be training with images like this that throw our model off, and I should have checked my data first. Now, just an extra thing, this difficult data, it should be included to put that model to the test, but training with that data, particularly with a data set my size, leads to the model being led astray, right? Learning weird patterns that aren't dog related. To fix that, I'm going to remove those images that are too difficult and take some more images to supplement it. With a bit of TV magic, I've completed all of those steps again. I've uploaded the data, created the impulse, trained the model, I've adjusted the parameters again and again, and this is about the best performance that I can get with my small data set. It's not amazing, you know that. And with a larger data set of thousands of images, we would be laughing. I want to test it anyway. And you should join me for the session that I mentioned earlier to see if you can train a better model than me. You definitely can. Okay, let's deploy it. To do this, we press on deployment. And if you're using a Nicola Vision, you can follow my steps, right? Look up OpenMV firmware, press build, and that's going to create a binary file that will be flashed to the Nicola Vision. That file is going to contain things like the OpenMV OS, the model we trained, other processes, all stuff that, so the camera processing and the machine learning operations is so far abstracted from us that we're just going to be modifying Python. I'm going to open up OpenMV and open up the Python file that was generated for thee. Plug in my Nicola Vision, press the connect button, and run. All right, I'm going to change around a few lines of code so that I get a notification when Kizzy or Wilbur were detected with high confidence, and it's time to try this out. Kizzy, Wilbur, I'm coming. Now I can confidently know the names of the office dogs with help from the Vision AI model. Trust the engineers to fix the problems that never existed. This was a silly application, and seriously, thank you Edge Impulse for sponsoring it. But I got to say, these guys are at every large industrial show because what I've shown you today, it's not a toy, right? It's a tool for electronic engineers to harness the power of machine learning. They have really good examples for gesture recognition, object detection, audio classification, and way more if a doggy classifier isn't quite your jam. Let me know down in the comments if you've used Edge Impulse before, especially if you've trained one that's ended up in a real product. That would be cool to hear about. If you enjoyed watching me do this, share this with a mate that you train a model with. Join me on this day right here for a free session where I train another classification model with help from Edge Impulse engineers, and this time pull it off better with a larger data set. You are gonna want to be there, but whatever you do, stay disruptive.